Little bro.
Thank you. What's up, man?
We are Trey
and Jay.
In today's show, we play Warzone 2.5, or as he calls it, Season 2.
It's Season 2.
But before we get to Warzone, we need to go through the updates. We gotta go through the patch notes and see what's been going on with this game. Jay, without further ado, called Guru.
Take me over, man.
You ain't gotta have attitude. Like, I don't like
Take me
attitude,
over, man.
bro.
Because first of all, you already selling me.
I'm not selling
You already selling me laughing during the intro. And you calling it Season 2.5. Bro, it's Season 2.
Go ahead, bro.
So to start off Season 2, we have a new event, and it's called the Path of the Ronin event. The Path of the Ronin will present players with a variety of challenges spanning several weeks based on the 7 virtues of Bushido: integrity, respect, courage, honor, compassion, sincerity, and loyalty. W approach, W intentions, but respectfully, ain't nobody in Call of Duty respecting any of these virtues.
Activision, just quick question. Have you seen these kids? Have you seen these? Have y'all heard y'all proximity chat? I want y'all to listen to y'all own proximity chat, and you let me know if they gonna follow the Bushido.
Each of the 7 challenges comes with a reward for completion, which can include an operator skin, weapon blueprint, weapon charm, and more. I've always wondered what's the more part, but you know.
It could be like weapon camos. That could be more. Watches, that could be more. You know what I mean?
So that more is like essentially it's like miscellaneous.
Yeah, miscellaneous. Calling cards, emblems. Yeah,
makes sense. The first 3 of these challenges will go live on season launch, meaning that the first 3 challenges. The first 3 of these challenges are live right now.
Right.
With 2 more each following week. Complete them all in Warzone 2.0 or Modern Warfare 2 to receive the new crossbow weapon.
It's nice that you can play both Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 to unlock a crossbow. It's nice that you get both options.
You know, it's really beautiful that you get something for completing these challenges, but a new crossbow weapon? Me personally, I've just never been a fan of it. You know what I mean? Like, I've picked it up, I've used it a couple of times in MW 2019, but like, I've just never been that crossbow type of person. But to each his own. Moving on.
Can you hit F11 for me real quick? I appreciate it.
Progression. This is your prestige rank cap. At the start of Season 2, the prestige rank cap will be increased to Prestige 9, with the level cap increased to 450.
Now, can I say this?
50. Thank you.
Can I say this? Is there a difference? Is there a difference now? Like with the leveling up? Just my opinion. I feel like leveling up is a little too easy. Why is everyone a level 200? If you don't play the game as much as me, why are you a level 200 already?
You know why?
No, I hear you, but I'm saying if we're gonna be leveling up, y'all gonna make this leveling system something that's supposed to be important for us to care about, because y'all about to come out with rank play, so this leveling system not gonna really matter no more.
This is pubs though.
Right.
This is pubs ranking system.
So can we better
pubs prestige rank?
Can we better the pub system? Can we better the ranking system for pubs? Can we make it better? Meaning nobody should just be level 450 just because they played once a week. When you play other games, you realize how hard you gotta really work for your rank up. We all ranked up to the max rank in Season 1 like this and was playing the game for no reason at that point.
At the same time though, we also did use double XP. So taking that into consideration, then as well, we've had the game basically the same since it released. But as they increase the prestige ranks, we all know not everybody's about to be a level 450, and damn sure when they increase it, which I'm pretty sure they will at some point, to 600, 700 to 1,000, you really got to put in time to reach level 1,000. So, you know, the 250, I feel like the 250 was a nice little, it's not, you know, we're going to butter you up, make you feel good, make you feel accomplished. Plus, it was a lot going on at that time. But now, since we're fully into a season 2, this is the new and improved Modern Warfare 2 Warzone 2.
Are we back at 0?
So 450? No.
Are we not back at 0?
Probably not.
So we're at 250. So we're starting at 250.
Yeah, probably at 250.
Gotcha.
So now that the level cap is increased to 450, oh yeah, you definitely gonna have to put some time in. Even with the double XP, you definitely gonna have to put some time in. Ain't gonna be no gas station workers, car insurance salesmen, just a level 450 for no reason. Oh, no. No, we're not doing that.
What we got next?
I'm not doing that. Specifically, players can unlock the following new prestige ranks. Prestige 6 is unlocked at level 300. Prestige 7, 350. 8, 400 and 9 is 450. Give me more of a reason and incentive to stay on this game, please. Weapons, new DLC weapons that are dropping, one of which is the ISO Hemlock Assault Rifle, which Trey and I were talking about this, and I think you're actually right. I think there will be a SMG version of this, because even looking at the iron sights, those are ISO iron sights.
Yeah, it has to.
Those are ISO iron sights. So the ISO Hemlock Assault Rifle, this powerful and enhanced rifle from Expedite Firearms, is designed to take both 5.56 and subsonic 300 black ammunition, providing battlefield advantage in any situation. Yep, 5.56 is AR, subsonic is the SMG version. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be an SMG version. Can be acquired for free via the Season 2 Battle Pass.
Right.
I really hope this gun is good. I truthfully do.
Because the ISO was very low tier last time around.
It was cool when it first dropped, but like it never became a meta at all. It became more of like a trollish type of weapon. Like you're bored with Rebirth Island, so you're just running around with an ISO. But genuinely, I really hope this ISO is good, because it's just going to add another weapon that's usable and viable in the meta. Because I'm really hoping this meta is a lot more balanced and we can use practically anything, and we're not just restricted to only using the RPK and Fennec, which we're going to get into that because there was a lot of weapon balancing done too. KV Broadside Shotgun, bringing the power of the 12 gauge to the cast-off platform. The KV Broadside is the fastest firing semi-auto firearm in the shotgun class. Destroys targets at close range with impunity. Can be acquired for free via the Season 2 Battle Pass.
I don't be honest with you. Call of Duty has a history. Call of Duty has a history.
I don't know.
With DLC shotguns, bro. I do not know about this.
I don't know, man.
Is this the no? This
Can you add fire to this?
This won't be the origin, Jay. No, this not gonna be the origin. This gonna be the other shotgun that they never patched and that was still broken the entire time. That Jack 12.
No,
this sound like the Jack 12 to me, and that Jack 12 was broken. I don't know, Jay. I don't know.
Y'all let me know, by the way. Y'all let me know what your favorite shotgun in Call of Duty history is.
Doof doof.
Let me know. I said Call of Duty history.
Doof doof. For me, it's doof doof. For me, it's doof doof.
Really?
Doof doof. Either you go doof doof or you go Mog. Nothing was beating that. When you hit somebody, that was that day was cold, bro. I can't tell you that thing was cold. Come on, man.
Wow. Pretty interesting opinion. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all let me know in the comments as well. Let me know. And then we got the dual, is that Korachis? Basically, these dual swords are back. If you played MW 2019, these dual swords are back, and they actually had to get nerfed because their lunge was ridiculous. So,
skip.
You know. And then we got the crossbow marksman rifle. I know that there's some of y'all out here that don't play the game, you know what I mean, as serious as us. But you know, you play the game on a casual, and you just, you know, like using weird guns. So this is for you.
Go ahead, man.
Silent and agile. This high performance crossbow fires 20 bolts. Is that 20 inch? I'm guessing 20-inch bolts with exceptional lethality, exclusive customization, distinct functionality, and unique ammunition types put this weapon in a class of its own. It also is a crossbow, so it's already in a class of its own. But standard 20-inch bolts are recoverable and are undetected by trophy systems. Can be acquired by completing all 7 paths of the Ronin event challenges or purchased via store bundle. So for everybody that is excited that the crossbow's back, that's for you. Moving on. Weapon tuning update. This is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. Because we've had an RPK and Fennec meta for the last 30-something days. This is what we've been waiting for.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Our goal for weapon tuning has always been to deliver an experience that provides players with deep customization for their favorite weapons, building a unique loadout for a precise personal playstyle. After examining weapon tuning in Season 1, we want to offer more value for players by elevating the pros and reducing the cons of tuning attributes, Whoa, wait, hold on.
Yeah, so
we want to offer more value.
You heard what they said.
For players by elevating the pros and reducing the cons
so we about
of
to be
tuning
running
attributes.
Around. You heard what they said.
So does that mean that the tuning is actually going to make a bigger difference now?
So smoothness will actually matter. I'm pretty sure smoothness is going to matter now. And you're not going to get hit with so many penalties when you try to adjust something. No, it will have penalties, but it's just when you're tuning it, it won't be so impactful. Like if I choose to pick, instead of picking idle sway, I choose to pick ADS time. Because I pick ADS time, it's not going, my gun not going to be sitting up here. Like what, am I swimming? Like why is my gun moving like this? It's not going to do that no more. We going to be in full flow. Do you hear me? I love it, bruh.
We are committed to making the system more rewarding for players going forward without sacrificing overall weapon balance across the game. The results of this adjustment will generally be felt as an increase in the overall impact of attachments, with the effects of attachment tuning becoming more significant.
Yep. Hold on. I'm cleaning up this shit. Go ahead.
Raven, y'all looking good so far. Tuning balances. Tuning has been enabled for laser attachments.
You heard what they said.
Tuning sliders have been updated for numerous attachments.
You heard what they said.
Some beneficial tuning attribute magnitudes have been increased.
Yes, you heard what they said. Smoothness, I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you. Smoothness is probably one of the biggest things that they worked on. Smoothness and the visual, the visual recoil of you actually looking at your gun and seeing a huge. I'm telling you, we here, baby, we here.
Some harmful tuning attribute magnitudes have been decreased. Season 1 Pro Tune blueprints have received performance adjustments.
That's what I'm here for. What they said about my baby? What they said about my baby? What they said?
So for this really quick, shout out to Raven, shout out to the Activision Call of Duty for making this weapon balancing right here. But
yeah,
shout out to Warzone loadouts for going more in depth on what we really want to know for these weapon nerfs and buffs. Shout out to Warzone loadouts. If y'all haven't gotten their app, make sure y'all get their app because their app is absolutely amazing. I'm not being paid to promote this at all. Yes, it is a full application.
On your cell phone.
It's a full application on iOS and Android. I'm not being paid to promote this at all. I've downloaded the app and you can literally make a profile. And basically, it's like, think of it like Instagram for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So there's like a forum. There's you can drop loadouts, all of that.
Okay.
So make sure y'all download this Warzone loadout app if you haven't already. It's on iOS and Android. Again, I'm not being paid at all to promote this. They have no clue.
Let me see.
Now, talking about assault rifles, battle rifles, and pistols.
Right. Y'all see my baby at the top left? Look at my baby. It's green.
First and foremost,
look at my baby.
The M13B.
I see you.
Now, we all know in Warzone 2019,
come on, man.
M13, it was a select handful of people who actually used this gun consistently.
It was a beam. It just shot tater tots. That's all.
You had people like Cloaksy.
Yeah.
You had people like Nick Merckx.
Before you name all them, name the main one.
You had.
Before you name them, name the main one. Since the
Can I just do me, please? Like, can I do me, please? I was literally about to say. And one of the forerunners for this gun was you.
Go ahead.
But you over here jumping the gun because you black and you talk too damn much.
You right. Shoot. Right.
M13B, increased damage at mid-range.
Yeah, we going crazy. I'm going all the way this year.
Increased upper torso damage.
Oh, I'm really going crazy. All I'm shooting people is collarbone and up, bruh.
I'm very glad that y'all buffed this M13 because I'm gonna be honest, this gun really sucks.
Watch your freaking mouth.
This gun sucks.
Watch your what I tell you. If you want me to be positive about the game, you be positive about my gun. You hear me?
M13B has been buffed, people. Cast off 7.62 has been nerfed. Small damage reduction, so it's nothing too crazy. But it'll probably take like maybe an extra bullet, maybe two to down somebody.
Right.
Added additional long range damage fall off. So essentially that means like you're not going to be able to really just map somebody from crazy range with this cast off 7.62. So I've always looked at the 7.62 as the RPK's like little brother, where it's like you want to use a heavy hitting AR, but you don't feel like reloading a 75 round mag and taking that big of a hit to your movement. So cast off 7.62 has been nerfed, but it's nothing too crazy. Lockman 5.56 has been buffed. Increased semi-auto rate of fire. I mean, I guess.
What's wrong with Simi? Hold on. Now you can. No, look. Watch me. Watch my real Ghost Recon. Okay, you pull up, right? And you just like, oh shoot, hold on. It's a dude far away. I'm not gonna hold the trigger on him. Pow, 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 pow. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. Stop doing that, Jay. We're not doing that. You know you're not supposed to be shooting far range in this game. So you do need to learn how to put in this semi-auto mode. All right, man. You know what? I'm not doing this to you.
Respectfully, you know, like y'all know, like I genuinely love the Lockman 5.56, and I really feel like at some point it's going to become a meta, just like how the Kilo did in 2019. When I told y'all before it became a meta, it's going to become a meta. So I'm telling y'all this right now. So write it down, clip it, post it on TikTok. This Lockman 5.56 will become a meta at some point. I just wish that, you know, we would have got a little increased damage at mid-range, increased upper torso damage. Like,
already good.
Give me the new and improved growl, okay? Like, you know, I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much.
Calm down. Don't ask for what my gun got. Don't worry about what's in my gun's cup. The Lockman is already good. Calm down.
M4 has been buffed. Increased semi-auto rate of fire. Okay, you know what? I'm actually not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain about this.
You better not.
Because the M4, this means that this gun has not been nerfed at all. So basically, it's exactly what it was when the game released. And now they just increased the semi-auto rate of fire. So I'm not complaining about that. M4 is still a meta AR in Warzone 2, so you definitely gonna see me using it. So
yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna watch the stream in the bathroom. So you keep going, because it's a lot, and I gotta use the bathroom.
The STB 5.56
I'll be right back.
has been buffed as well. Fixed an issue with the single tap mod magazine attachment, which caused the weapon to deal considerably less damage to the upper left leg. Wow, that was really specific. So essentially, ladies and gentlemen, the STB basically got buffed. STB has not been nerfed, so wherever the STB is right now, it just got a buff to the single tap mod magazine attachment. So excuse me. X13 Auto, the dual automatic pistols have been nerfed. Reduce damage while using akimbo. Increase lower body damage. Reduced damage while using akimbo. Okay, so that's a nerf. Increase lower body damage. Increased close range damage. Increase damage distances. Man, that's a buff. So you mean to tell me the trade-off for using akimbo is you reduce the damage, but you increase the lower body damage, the close range damage, and damage distances? Oh, I'm still finna be using them. You thought. Lockman 7.62 has been buffed. Now we all know, for anybody that has camo grinded or has picked up this gun off the floor in Warzone, everybody knows this gun is trash. This gun is equivalent, I don't even know. Matter of fact, y'all let me know in the comments, which marksman rifle is worse? No, battle rifle. The Lockman 7.62 or the LMS? Y'all let me know, because both of them suck. Lockman 7.62, decreased full auto head and torso damage. Okay, so that's a little bit of a nerf. But they increased the semi-auto upper torso damage. Oh, okay. So they decreased it. They decreased the damage when it's fully auto and increased it when it's semi-auto. Okay. Increased semi-auto rate of fire. Not bad. Reduced full auto recoil. Thank God. Because everybody knows when you will put this bit of fully auto, you shoot this bit one time, you head all the way up in the clouds immediately. Increased damage on long range and added minimum damage against armor. FTAC Recon has been buffed. Decreased full auto upper torso damage, same as the Lockman. Sped up ADS time. Okay. Reduced full auto recoil. Love that. Increased close range damage distance. Increased lower torso damage multiplier, and added minimum damage against armor. So essentially what it seems like they're doing is they're really trying to make these battle rifles a lot more viable and more usable. I like that. The SO14 has been buffed. Increased semi-auto rate of fire, increased long range damage, reduced semi-auto headshot damage, and added minimum damage against armor. TAC V though has been nerfed. Decreased mid-range damage, increased semi-auto torso damage, reduced semi-auto leg damage though, decreased full auto head damage, and decreased full auto mid. They put it twice. Wait, I'm gonna just assume this is a typo. I'm gonna just assume, because damn, if y'all nerf it twice, that's kind of crazy. But they also reduced the semi-auto rate of fire. So these are all the nerfs and buffs that have been done to the assault rifles, battle rifles, and pistols. Moving to the LMGs, SMGs, marksmans, and snipers. The RPK has been nerfed. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this gun has been terrorizing people for the last 30 plus days in Warzone 2, and it has finally been nerfed. Small reduction to ADS movement speed, reduced mid and long range damage, reduced damage ranges, and a small increase to ADS time. So I'm assuming that is the RPK taking an extra bullet or two to knock somebody. So, you know, it's a nerf, but it's not, they didn't bury this gun. So the RAL MG has been nerfed. It increased the recoil. I personally haven't used the RAL like that, you know what I mean? Besides like camo grinding, like I never actually made like a fully kitted out setup in Warzone, and I've never really used it. But from the clips that I've seen, it was a beam. But the only difference or problem was the fact that there was I think it's a 70 millisecond delay when firing, but I think that's been the only like problem with the RAL. So the RAL has now increased recoil. The Vosnev has been nerfed. This gun ain't did nothing to nobody, okay? This gun low-key has been under the radar because of the Fennec and the Lockman sub. Why y'all touching my baby? Leave my gun alone. Reduce mid to long range damage. Okay, you know, I mean, that's probably not that big of a deal or big of a difference, but why y'all touching my Voss, man? Mini-back has been nerfed. Reduce damage ranges, reduce lower torso damage at close range, reduce lower body damage at mid to close range, and added minimum damage against armor. Yeah, this gun got nerfed a little bit. I mean, with where we are now in this weapon balancing, I'm really hoping that these guns are all still viable and you can practically use anything in this meta, but we'll see. Fennec 45 has been nerfed. I repeat, the Fennec 45 has been nerfed. Decreased damage overall, decreased headshot damage, and added minimum damage against armor. We don't know really what this decreased damage overall means. Maybe when I go back to the Call of Duty weapon balancing, they'll be able to, you know, go more in detail of like the meters of how much the decrease is. But the Fennec has been nerfed, people. EBR 14 was buffed. Reduced long range damage. Okay, so that's a little bit of a nerf. Increased upper torso damage and added minimum damage against armor. So basically what you're telling me is like, low-key, I could really be a cheese ball and possibly bring back the DMR meta, except it's just gonna be with the EBR. Heard you. LMS has been buffed. Added minimum damage against armor.
That's it?
That's a nerf. This gun sucks.
This gun sucks.
This gun sucks.
I thought it was gonna be like recoil fix, like a consistency all around. Like
no damage multiplier, no increase upper, no.
Skip.
TAC M has been buffed. Slight increase to rate of fire, increased upper torso damage, and added minimum damage against armor.
That gun sucked too. Now they
really you?
The TAC M, it sucked.
That bit was one tap to the head. Well, at least in pubs. I never used it in Warzone, so I'm gonna be honest.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I was still thinking about the LMS. Apologies. Keep going.
The Signal 50 has been nerfed. As we all know, snipers do not one tap. Headshot to the head.
Jay, just call it what it is. It's broken, man.
But
it was broken.
The Signal 50 started to grow and really start to get out into the meta because a lot of people were looking for some sort of sniper marksman rifle to use. So the Signal 50 started to become a part of the meta, but it's now been nerfed.
You want to know what it was? The outlaw from BO4.
Yeah, the rate of fire.
Exactly what it was. It was the outlaw from BO4, bro.
Reduced sprint out speed, reduced movement speed, reduced long range damage, and small decrease to bullet velocity. Yeah, this gun is buried. Don't use the Signal 50.
Don't pick that gun no more.
I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Y'all didn't ruin that gun. Y'all messed this whole gun up.
I'm just kidding.
You know what
guys.
it is? It's probably good in Ashika though.
Yeah, of course.
Like Ashika's probably getting Ashika, but on the big map, trash.
I think it'll still be viable. But again, with no medium or large backpacks, if you pick up this sniper, you're fully committing to this decision. You're fully challenging this. The RPG was buffed.
Why?
Small increase to splash damage amount, small reduction to splash damage range. RPG meta? RPG Warzone meta like 2019?
Don't start that.
Estrella P was buffed. Removed activation distance for projectile.
Right.
Projectile will now explode at any range. When these DLC weapons came, I definitely did not use Estrella. I ranked up and got my RPG Orion, and that was the last that I seen of the launchers. So, for anybody that is camo grinded, I'm gonna be honest. If you're camo grinded, you don't even need to do the launchers or the riot shield or the knife, because you literally just got an AR, a shotgun, and another melee weapon.
So I will, Jay. So I'm replacing mines. I'm replacing my shield, because you remember I was working on the shield. I'm replacing the shield.
Yeah, you can.
And now I'm working on. I'm gonna use the new shotgun that's coming out, and I'm gonna use that new AR that's coming out. Replace it.
So those were all the nerfs and buffs for the light machine guns, SMGs, marksmans, and sniper rifles. Melees, wait, hold on. Melees increased non-lunging melee damage range.
That sounds
increased non-lunging melee damage range, allowing players to hit equipment on the ground with melee while crouched. Okay.
So I can punch a claymore?
So you can punch a trophy, you can punch a portable radar.
Right.
Okay. I was looking crazy for a second.
Right.
Melee attacks with non-melee weapons will now require 3 hits to kill a fully armored enemy instead of 2.
So it did go back to 2.
Y'all said this in Warzone 1.
Right.
But there were times where you would get melee lunge in only 2 hits. I'm happy about that. So for everybody that's gonna be playing in Ashika Island, because we already know there's when you play like the bigger BR maps like Verdansk, you know what I mean, Caldera, you didn't really get melee like that. Nah. But when you played Rebirth, and you landed at Control or Prison, you're getting pistol whipped immediately. So now the melees are 3 hits instead of 2. Can we please keep it this way? Please keep it this way and actually let it stick to these statistics. We now have a new vehicle. We have a jet ski, which essentially Raven Software called an ATV on water, but we all know what this is. Man, this is a jet ski. Added EV charging stations for the GMC Hummer EV. Oh, okay. All right. You know what I mean? Like for everybody that if you've seen somebody with like a Tesla, like you don't put gas in a Tesla. You charge it. So now we got actual charging stations for the GMC. Love that. Shooting windows no longer damages the vehicle itself. Audio. Proximity chat now fades out more effectively over distance. Happy to hear that.
Okay, that's better.
Very happy to hear that.
Does it fade in when somebody, like, you know what I mean? Like
I would hope.
Okay.
I would hope.
We gotta wait to see.
Improved sound effect of reloading underwater?
Yeah, they said it was funny before.
Yeah, I guess. Fixed several issues where specific materials were occluding incorrectly. So essentially, if you guys do not know what audio occlusion is, it's basically the difference between surface textures of footstep audio. So if somebody's walking on carpet, there's going to be a noticeable difference than if they were walking on tile or wood or metal. So hopefully that's correct now, because in Warzone 2019, towards the end of the year, where it was like season 4.5, when they made some sort of difference or change to the audio occlusion, and the footsteps were magnificent. So I'm hoping the footsteps are a lot better now than what they were in season 1. Added ability to report groups for toxicity. Best feature in this update right now. Because when I tell y'all recently, I've been getting called a whole bunch of N-words, awk-words, passwords, rhyming ventilators, using generators, just UI, UX, adjustments, improved navigation and organization of camo menu, including clearer tracking of your progress, discoverability of camos you have unlocked. Okay. Slight increase to animation speed of the Orion camo. All right.
At least your camo is getting a little bit of love.
You know, slight increase.
You get love to it.
Me personally, I would have wanted a slight increase to animation speed and more pop to the camo itself. You know what I mean? Like make that bit pop like dark matter. But It's a step in the right direction, so I'm not mad. Reticle previews in store and gunsmith should have been added on day one, but I'm not complaining. Appreciate y'all. Multiplayer modes: infected, gun game, grind, and hardcore. Hardcore will be returning and replacing tier 1.
I don't get what was wrong with the name tier 1, but it did make you kind of snooty, like you better than everybody else because you play on tier 1 mode. I just didn't like how snooty it made. Call ours tier A and then call theirs tier 1.
So
that'd have been better.
Maps returning. We have a fan favorite Dome returning in 6v6. We have the museum map that was in the beta and it's returned. I don't know why it's 6v6. Moving on.
Wait, it should be 6v6. If they made it smaller, if they because this looks like the museum, right? Is this the map right
This
here?
is Dome.
This is Dome? Oh,
This
never
Dome.
mind. Chalked. Go ahead.
Audio. Enhanced occlusion in all core 6v6 multiplayer maps. Wait, hold on. Why y'all ain't put this in Warzone? Why y'all just ain't say this? Perks. Ghost has reduced its bonus perk cost by 50% and ultimate perk by 25%. So essentially this means that if you do have on Ghost, you will be able to acquire it faster in game for my more aggressive players that want to stay off the map and do what you do best.
Right.
Ranked play. Ranked play is now live and available to all players who have reached level 16.
Man, we all at level 250, bro.
Are we? Wait. I'm gonna assume that we're at like at least that might mean we might be starting from 0. Competitive game modes, maps, and settings. Play competitive 4v4 matches using the same maps, modes, and settings used in the Call of Duty League.
Can we just watch the
rule
video
set.
for this part?
So,
because then we don't have to read it. It's a lot. This is a lot to, you know what I mean?
No
like,
video.
there's a video for this rank play. What you talking about? There's a video.
The video that we seen during the
There's a video that's out for rank play.
If you
on
know where it
YouTube,
is,
yeah.
you can find it.
It's on YouTube. I'm just waiting for you to get through all the battle royale stuff. All the Ashika Islands, we already seen all this stuff, so we
I was
know
about
about
to say this is just rank play.
Okay, so let me. If y'all,
Warzone 2.0.
family, do you guys want to see the rank play video for pubs? You guys want to see it?
Of course, for everybody that knows where the cave location is on Al Mazrah, the plane is now in the middle. This is essentially
gotcha.
a broken plane that was in the middle of the map on the OG MW2 map. Underground tunnels in Suburbs 14. Okay, so we have tunnels now in Warzone. I mean in Al Mazrah. New passenger train moving counter directional to the existing cargo train. We have another train moving in the opposite direction of the train. Okay. Added a path through the cliffside north of Hydroelectric. Added vehicle ramp to garage rooftop in Malik International. Gulag map has been updated to better suit 1v1 combat. Playlists for Al Mazrah, solos, duos, trios, and quads. Ashika Island Resurgence, the max players are 52. Resurgence new mode, we all know how Resurgence works. Eliminated players enter a spectating state, wait for Resurgence timers to pick up. Squad member, okay. Squad members, now guys, pay attention to this because this is very important. This is something that could actually bring your teammate back before, you know what I mean? You know, if you're in a sticky situation or if you're trying to hurry up and bring them back before the fourth circle ends. Squad members can shorten the timer by completing contracts, looting, and eliminating other players. Me personally, that was something that I didn't really pay attention to when I was playing Rebirth. Besides like grabbing like eliminating people, opening supply drops, I wasn't really paying attention to stuff like that. So make sure y'all take that down. Mental note. Respawns are disabled on the 4th circle, so keep an eye on the clock. 4th circle is when respawns are disabled, ladies and gentlemen. Keep a mental note of that as well. New score events. In addition to the traditional score events, we have added new ways to shorten the respawn timer for squad members. Headshot. Eliminating an enemy player via headshot shortens the timer.
Really?
AI elimination. Eliminating an AI combatant shortens the respawn timer. Uplink. Capturing a data heist uplink point in reduces the respawn timer. On the move. If you move more than 25 meters while your teammate is dead, that shortens the timer too? Man, they really are trying to make sure everybody is just back in the game as much as possible.
People to have so much fun playing this game now. Go ahead.
Hunt. You eliminated a player while they were tracked by the hunt mechanic. Hunter double. You eliminated 2 players in a row while they were tracked by the hunt mechanic. Is that the bounty contract?
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I think Hunt is.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Hunter spree. You eliminated more than three players while they were tracked by the hunt mechanic. Armor break. You broke all of a player's active armor place. That shortens the timer.
I think that's kind of tough. I think that's tough. I think now we're giving handouts.
Okay.
Hey, keep going. It's probably not that crazy. But keep going.
Right. Audacious elimination. You got an elimination while a squad member was down.
Okay.
So that essentially, okay.
But do you have to be in the vicinity? Could he be down on the other side of the map and then you kill somebody and they still bring your teammates back faster? Just because he's knocked all the way 100 meters away? Like that's another question too.
Fearless elimination. You got an elimination while being the last living member of your squad. W. I like that. Hunt and track mechanic. At any point during the match, eliminating an enemy player will display their squad members for a few seconds on the minimap. As we all know, in Rebirth and in Fortune's Keep, it pings when you finish somebody in game. It pings.
That's what they mean by the
members.
hunt double means if you kill them while they're pinged after you kill their teammate. I get it now. Okay.
Specific to solos. Eliminating an enemy player will display their location upon redeployment for 10 seconds. So essentially that was the same thing in Rebirth as well.
10 seconds? Was it 10 seconds before?
I don't know exactly what the number was, but for sure, if you're playing solos and you just were flying in, you were definitely pinged. Because a lot of people would get killed. Of course, they would already have their loadout. So by the time they would die and come back, they're trying to either land back on their specific loadout or the loadout that's already in game. And of course, you're going to get pinged on that.
Dang, you pinged for a minute. That's a long time. I think 5 seconds is cool, but 10 seconds, damn, that's a long time.
Loadouts. Players can acquire their loadouts via 2 different methods in Resurgence. Towards the end of the first circle, there is a public event that drops a loadout crate for your squad, which I believe is at like 10 seconds, if not 15. Loadout drop markers are also available for purchase via buy stations using the same price scaling as standard battle royale, which I believe they made changes to. So additional information: strongholds are disabled. Weapons found via ground loot always have attachments. Love that. I hope they're good though. And we put scopes on everything. Please do not have scopes on everything.
Right.
Blue Resurgence supply boxes restock after 90 seconds. Okay, we had that. We had that in 2019. Both restore honor tags and eliminations show red dots on the minimap. So essentially, not only when you finish somebody in game, are their teammates going to ping on the map just like traditional, Rebirth. But there's also a new feature where it's like a restore honor tag, where if you grab their tag, they also ping on the map as well. Enemy AI combatants only spawn during the data heist public events or during a search and seizure contract. I like that. So essentially, you're going to be only fighting real players, and the AI is only spawning during public events. So they're not just going to be roaming around. General public matches, they did say that this was enabled, but then they took it out because they said it was like some issues or whatever. Gameplay, all maps and all modes. There's now a counter UAV.
Nice.
Redeploy packs. This new tactical equipment will give players another shot at victory. They can be found in ground loot on some buy stations and are guaranteed from completing the strongholds and black site missions. Redeployment packs.
Wait, what does that mean? A pack? Is that like throwing down on the ground?
So is it essentially like replenishing all like your ammo and your equipment?
That's what I'm saying.
Ashika Island. Restore honor. So this is what was talked about above. It was talking about the restore honor tag.
Right.
Every player in Resurgence will drop a dog tag upon death once per match, which can either be picked up by a squad member or themselves after redeploying. Doing so grants a small cash reward as well as a single UAV ping that marks both enemy threats and nearby supply boxes. If a player recovers their own fallen soldier tag or one belonging to a teammate, they get a 50-meter loot ping, a normal 300-meter UAV ping, and $1,000. Damn, a 300-meter UAV ping?
It's the whole area. Like you're not getting away.
I'm finna use that to my advantage. Hey, this ain't broke. This ain't overpowered. This ain't nothing. This is a very great feature that y'all added.
Keep going.
The money reward will only be awarded once, but the pings will be given each time honor is restored thereafter. So you're only going to be given the money once, but the ping will always be there. Okay. Search and seizure. Recover a stolen vehicle protected by local mercenaries and transported to a safe location for extraction. Avoid the enemy, deterrents and ambushes along the way.
Is this in Ashika Island or is this in Masra?
Probably gonna be in both.
So why am I extracting this? Okay, so I go in, I extract this vehicle. But what am I doing it for? What do I get for this?
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get some sort of reward in game where there's of course you're gonna get XP for it, but it's gonna be something in game that you're gonna get for it.
So this is just like a little like fun little thing you
Just
just
a
do
contract.
randomly, like just randomly just do this, and then you'll get something for like a blueprint or a vehicle skin or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
Something like that.
Okay,
Something
so
like that.
it has no actual benefits in the in game. Go ahead, little bro.
Data heist. A public event where laptops with enemy intelligence are spawned around the map, giving players the opportunity to steal the data for intel-themed rewards like UAV and advanced UAV.
Oh, we're doing this. Data heist? Oh, we're definitely doing this then.
Giving players the opportunity to steal the data for intel-themed rewards like UAV and advanced UAV. Downloading the data, however, takes time, and players will need to defend their download against AI defenders and other players.
So if you want to force more, like for instance, if you're having a hard time getting gunfights and you're like, yo, I'm running around Ashika Island and not getting any fights, that's because you're playing the old way, like how Rebirth was, where you just try to get a bounty hunter and go. It seems like this game is really trying to make people form in one area. Like you got to do objectives while you're on Ashika Island. There's objectives to do, kind of like how Escape from Tarkov, where you got to find keys and you got to find graphics cards and you got to do all this looting. This game is doing the same thing. It's just doing it in its own way. So doing these little events is going to make the game a whole lot easier for you to play and for you guys to get more action, especially if you're trying to find more action like Jay and I will be. So I guess we're not just going to be doing bounties anymore. We're gonna be trying these things, and when we see things live on the map, that ping that said that somebody's doing an event, we gotta go shut it down. That's what it seems like the game is going.
Definitely data heist.
How much we got left?
I also want to add, ladies and gentlemen, the data heist event is going to be coming in season. This is not going to be in the update today. This is not an update. This is coming throughout the season, as well as the search and seizure contract. But the restore honor recovery mechanic, that is going to be live in the update today.
Okay.
Redeploy drones, also known as redeploy balloons.
In season.
This is not going to be in release today. Interact with a cable suspended from a high lift drone to ascend skyward and quickly relocate. So for everybody that knows about redeploy balloons that use them, we have them back.
Would have been nice to have it in this season though. It would have definitely been nice to have it in the season.
Rusher AI coming in season. This AI is not in the game right now. An aggressive AI combatant that specializes in close quarters combat, utilizing evasive forward movement to try and close the distance for an attack. Has a handgun as a backup weapon in case an enemy can't be reached for melee, and many smoke bombs to help reposition and retreat. That's crazy, bro. That's low-key crazy. You not only are you gonna have TTVs, FB.GGs, and YTs pushing you, but now you're gonna have an AI really throwing smoke bombs trying to relocate on you.
And knifing you.
Gameplay adjustments. Loot that spawns across Al Mazrah has been adjusted. Slight adjustment to the existing loot pool and counter UAVs have been added.
Nice.
Love that.
Very nice.
Cash economy. Players will now drop more cash upon elimination. Yes.
Nice.
Players will now retain more cash upon redeployment. Yes. Overall balance changed to economy so that players earn more cash per match.
Sound about right. Thank you.
Yes.
Out here broke.
Slight reduction to cash rewards for completing contracts. Okay. I mean, because you're going to be getting more money throughout the map, throughout supply boxes and other stuff like that. It makes sense. Cash found via ground loot has been increased to compensate for the above change. Just exactly what I said. Minimum cash value found. On ground, the increase is now 500. So cash on ground.
Before it was 100, which is crazy.
In cash registers is now 500.
Nice, which was 200 before.
Basic supply boxes are now 500, and legendary supply boxes are 800. They did say before that there wasn't going to be cash in basic and in legendary, but again, this has since been adjusted because it doesn't make any sense why I can't get cash out of a basic or legendary supply box, especially a legendary one. Armor plates and vests. All players will now have a 3-plate armor vest at all times. Players will also spawn with a different number of equipped armor plates depending on the following. Infield deployment, meaning like when you first come in, players will deploy with 2 plates. So you'll already have 2 plates on you. Gulag redeployment. Players will redeploy with 3 plates. Resurgence redeployment. Players will redeploy with 2 plates. So you guys are seeing, just as I said, that things are slowly but surely being reverted back to Warzone 1, which I'm very happy about. Perk packages. Players will now be able to customize their own perk packages, but overclock and bird's eye are disabled. Buy stations. Buy station locations have been adjusted. All spawn locations will be static across each match. Loadout drop markers now have unlimited stock at all buy stations, and prices have been reduced. Thank God, because y'all was bugging with them prices before. Prices will scale to squad sizes. Solos, it's 8,000. Duos, it's 12. trios is 16, and quads it's 20. So with them increasing the general cash economy, it should be a lot easier for you to get your loadout a lot faster. If not, get your primary and your secondary out of the buy station. So W. Strongholds and black sites. Strongholds and black sites are now a primary way to earn a redeploy pack. AI combatant damage decreased. Thank God. Assault rifle damage decreased to 22, down from 34. So this is why it felt like whenever the AI bots shot you, you were literally just getting absolutely obliterated.
That is tough. 34 is crazy. That's crazy damage for a robot.
Shotgun pellet damage decreased to 15, down from 17. Honestly, just make that bit like 12 or 10. Like, make it to where if I get shot by it chips my health, but it don't just destroy me completely.
Like if I stand there, oh yeah, it's gonna start working. But if I'm moving around, like put it down to like, I would say put it down to like, it only takes 5% or 10% of my health. Because now 5% or 10% of your health is a big deal. But for it to take, you get hit one time and it takes a full armor plate, that's crazy, bruh. That's crazy.
AI combatants in strongholds and black sites will evacuate the area during the 3 final circles.
Right, nice.
Champion's Quest. I'm guessing this is the nuke contract. This is when you're going for the nuke. Mm-hmm. Players may notice an adjustment to difficulty. I personally haven't gone for the nuke yet, so I don't know what that means. A new weapon blueprint reward is now available for completing Champion's Quest. The Season 1 FTAC Recon Brass Tax Weapon Blueprint Reward has been vaulted. All other champion request rewards remain the same. So does that still mean that when I finally get my nuke, I'm gonna get the little nuke skin? Because if that's what it means, then I'm happy to hear that. Backpacks and inventory. Loot will now drop out of all containers in the world, similar to loot from supply boxes. Eliminated players will drop loot onto the ground rather than loot-filled backpacks. The loot has returned back to Warzone 1. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I actually started to have fun with the little backpack. You know what I mean? Go in the backpack, little boop, 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 be on my way. But for the sake of like Ashika Island and like really trying to maintain pacing, I'm glad that the loot pops out onto the ground and I don't have to go into a backpack. To better define each player's role within the match, medium and large backpacks will no longer be found in the environment. Each player will have the same small backpack throughout the entire game. When players expend an item in their active loadout, stored items from the backpack will no longer fill that slot. The only 2 items that will still automatically populate the loadout from the backpack are armor plates and ammunition.
That's nice. It's nice. It should be money too. Money should be automatically picked up. I hope that that's the thing as well.
Same. The changes above should reduce the impact of stacking medical supplies, equipment, and kill streaks. So you ain't gonna be able to have 6 damn self-res on you, 5 UAVs, 2 advanced UAVs, and 3 airstrikes. We're not doing that anymore. Loadout drops. A second loadout drop public event has been added, which means the drops will now happen on the 1st and 5th circles each match.
1st and 5th.
1st and 5th, just like Warzone 1. Spawn protection protects the player when they are between 64 to 19 meters off the ground. I mean, I personally feel like that should have been added in Warzone 1 because it was a lot easier to fry somebody out of the air. It's a lot harder to do that now.
So they put rebirth rules inside of Al Mazrah. So now you can't just shoot somebody in the sky no more. Now you got to actually.
I'm hoping it's for Al Mazrah and Ashika. I'm hoping it's for both. Gulag. Players will now face one another in a 1v1 ghoulie, just like Warzone 1. Flag control has replaced the jailer as the overtime mechanic. Player loadouts will change as circles progress and can include either assault rifles, submachine guns, or light machine guns as primaries. Handguns will remain available as secondary weapons, and a snapshot grenade as a tactical equipment. Shotguns have been removed. Okay, not against that. Cash will now spawn as ground loot as well in the Gulag. Improvements. Pre-match loadout selection. You're now able to select and edit your loadouts in the pre-match lobbies like you could in Warzone 1. Plating improvements. This is what we've really been looking forward to for some sort of movement. We've been like, bruh, Raven, we need something. Global plating animation speed increased by approximately 25%. Movement speed increased while plating. Players can now sprint while plating. Now, I'm gonna be honest, from what we were told, we were told that you couldn't sprint, but there was just going to be a noticeable difference.
Right.
But this says players can now sprint while plating.
Right.
If this is what I think it is, if this is the actual movement improvement, just like in Warzone 1, where we can actually sprint Raven, I love you.
You can sprint and
you.
play at the same time.
Thank
They just
you.
said that the speed was a little bit different than regular sprinting. It's just a tad different.
And players can now bust through doors while plating as well, and I'm really happy about that. Ping visibility, each squad member will have a unique color highlighting their name and pings.
Nice.
Interrogation, the reveal mechanic has been changed from an orange outline to a red marker to remain consistent with similar mechanics. Love that. Loot improvements. Improve the separation of loot on steep inclines in tight areas. So that essentially means if you die on like a steep rock, or if you die in like a really tight closed area, your loot is now going to be separated from wherever that incline or tight area is to allow you to get your loot back, and that way your loot isn't like stuck or glitched or anything like that. Combat records. Warzone 2.0 combat record will come online as part of Season 2. The statistics present in the Warzone 2.0 combat record will only be from the activation date forward, meaning everything that you've done up until now has not been tracked. But now that Season 2 is live, your stats track, I would hope, accurately. And will not play again feature. This menu option enables players to do the following. As the party leader, play again with this squad, play again with party and fill squad. As a squad member not in the party, play again with this squad and play again with a new squad. Bug fixes, fix collision issues with various elements across our mods, allowing players to exploit, peek, shoot through them. I think that's essentially them fixing like the little AC units in observatory in the dome building. I think that's one thing that they fixed, as well as like people like hiding in the map, hiding under the map, things like that. Fix an issue causing loadout icons to disappear on the attack map. Love that. So now the loadout icon will always be on the map even if somebody touches the loadout. Fix an issue where custom loadouts will reset to a default loadout after exiting a match. That was a problem. Fix an issue where players could continue driving vehicles after running out of fuel.
That's crazy.
That bit never worked for me. Fix an issue where the revive pistol could be duplicated.
That's crazy.
They told us in the briefing that, you know, we understand that it's really a high IQ play if you did manage to pull it off, but we can't have that going on. Fix an issue where the revive pistol would not do melee damage to down players. I've never meleeed anybody with a revive pistol. I didn't even know you could do that.
Like you could shoot them with the pistol?
No, melee, like actually hit them with the revive pistol.
With it. Oh, that's crazy.
Fix an issue where stronghold bombs could be diffused through walls.
Man, that was so clutch. That was so clutch. Oh man, they really took that out. That's a clutch play too. To be able to grab the bomb through the wall and steal it. Oh,
Why y'all gotta?
That's tough.
Season 3 confirmed. Gunfight is returning into multiplayer in Season 3. Plunder is also returning into Warzone in Season 3, and Warzone rank has been confirmed. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, those are all the patch notes for Season 2. Season 2 of Warzone. Make sure y'all like the video, comment on the video, follow us on all social media platforms. And with all that being said, I hope y'all all have a great, wonderful, and amazing day. All right, time to end the stream.
Hey, that felt like a syllabus, bro.